the combination of Azubuike and Whiteside. 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 blocks. I mean, they have owned that center spot as Conley hits the three.
Thinking, okay, we got to make a push right here to start this quarter. We're not going to have a lot of time to work with.
Because sometimes, you know, there's 82 games in the season. Sometimes you just don't have it offensively, and
that is probably the Jazz game plan. Let's shut down the paint and see if they can beat us over the top. And this is a really good three-point shooting team in the Warriors, but they just haven't made enough shots tonight.
You don't see the Warriors in the teams in very many quarters, let alone back-to-back. Utah's the highest scoring team in the NBA. If Clarkson's hitting that, it's so incredibly impressive. You're also playing without Andre Iguodala, without Bielitsa, without
a couple of your best players is going to show up in a game like this against a team that's really hot. Conley's all over the place.
Conley 6 boards. Clarkson doing everything there, setting up by Conley, and his three is perfect.
That was great defense.
Played the Knicks and then the Lakers on Saturday. Clarkson received the air ball there. Whiteside, another rebound.
Anderson was there again as he scores. Anderson was boxing.
D. Lee and Poole, Moody, GP2 and JTA. And Jordan Poole putting it up and in. I mean, they were 3-6, and they had that loss to Indiana, which felt like 5 losses because everyone was so disappointed in that game. And that's when Draymond really kind of gave the speech at a film session, and they reeled off a 9-game winning streak as Moody hits.
True. Julius Randle played really well against the Jazz.
He did. Well, my question for tomorrow is who guards Randle?
That's going to be a tough one.
Because you probably will not play Otto Porter Jr. tomorrow on the back end of a back-to-back. They've been resting him.
I bet Looney sees some time on him.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell.
Whoa.
Steps back.
Feels so much different. Your legs feel like jello maybe, and you're short on a lot of your shots. It can definitely happen. You just can't get discouraged. Keep your confidence and know you are a good three-point shooting team. Especially when you get the threes the way the Warriors are capable of getting them, as Bogdanovich knocks down another three.
Steve Kerr gonna... I never knew why Black History Month was celebrated in February until today. And it's because it is the birth month of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, the leading abolitionist. Their birthdays February 12th and 14th. That started with Black History Week, honoring those two gentlemen, and expanded, rightly so, into Black History Month, but that's why it's February.
There you go.
I never knew that. I was just so curious, like, why they picked February, and just did a little deep dive on it today.
That's cool.
Sure, everybody else knew it, I just didn't.
The NBA does such a great job of celebrating.
They really do.
And I really do. I love the Warriors model beyond 28. Just keep that same attitude, that same energy.
Yeah, let's not just keep it at a month.
The whole year.
Exactly right. Damian Lee and Whiteside getting a piece of that.
He hasn't been out on the perimeter much tonight, but he shows you what he can do when he does guard the perimeter.
Well, if you look at Utah, you know, they went 2-6 when Mitchell was out with concussion, right? But this had always been, they had the best record in the NBA, you know, last year. So you're thinking about, well, they're an elite title contender. And don't sleep on them because
it's just been injuries and guys out.
Yeah, they have not had, but Mitchell and Conley with a super sub scorer like Clarkson, 6th man of the year, Bogdanovich, Royce O'Neal, Gobert, and then you're seeing tonight Whiteside and Azubuike, and Steve Kerr's going to challenge this. But the depth of Utah, a normal grade home court advantage, quality size, but
he's got a shot at it.
Yeah,
if he can quick jump them.
If this is thrown high enough, yeah, there was a quick tap. Nobody ever lets it reach its apex.
No.
Bogdanovich moving nicely without the ball. Boy, on Bogdanovich. He said it. You know, tonight 3 of 6 on threes, but all these other ways he's been scoring. He's got 21 to lead all scorers.
If he wants to be a big-time scorer, he knows it can't just be from shooting threes. And he's added moving without the ball to his game. He's got post-game, so a lot to think about guarding him now.
Kuminga missing the 3, so Peyton, D-Lee, Kuminga, JTA, and Moody are going to close this out.
It's funny, the Jazz still have all their best players in there.
Trying to make a point here, up 28.
Basically. Like, no lead is safe when you're playing the Warriors.
I was just looking back, and this may end up being the poorest shooting night of the season for the Warriors. Right now, 33%, but I can't recall where they've had held under 20 in 3 consecutive quarters. I mean, that is something else when you have to foul inside.
The movement without the ball. You got to see man and ball. If your man is able to get a head start on you because you don't see him, you're at a disadvantage for sure.
Sometimes you have back-to-backs where it's like, oh, terrible travel, or can't believe you got to play a second game. And then sometimes, because the games come so fast and furious, it's the easiest way to get past an ugly one and just say, forget it.
Let's get back out there tomorrow.
Flight home from Utah is not bad. It did have the later start because of the national TV broadcast, but
take it out on the Knicks, though.
Yeah, take it out on, and you got the Knicks and then the Lakers, then the Clippers, then Denver. I mean, the All-Star break is right there.
The Lakers are interesting because they just got worked by Milwaukee and Giannis, the Greek freak. But Malik Monk has been playing really well for them. They kind of found themselves an X factor in him. They're still having issues with Russell Westbrook and being benched in the 4th and all those things.
The Lakers, to me,
Anthony Davis.
I mean, whenever you have LeBron and Anthony Davis, you have a chance to beat anybody.
And Anthony Davis has been playing well.
Moody from the foul line and then rimmed that in. I think the thing for LA, I mean, they lost to Portland tonight. Yikes.